This morning I'm going to have a quick look at the what are called forward controls. So this is where the brake lever normally is mounted, but what the previous owners done, or maybe it came like that, I don't know, is they've moved the brake lever down to here, and you've got this long connecting rod that comes along to here. So when you sit on, previously you would have sat on with your feet here, normal riding position, but now your feet are going to be stuck right out there, way forward. But the thing with this is it doesn't move. Now what I've done off camera is I've dropped this bar off because I wasn't sure whether this mechanism was jam solid or whether it was this bar, and it's this bar, and this bar is jam solid, so this is compressed in between these two joints here, not allowing that to move. Now if I walk round to the other side, again, here's the control, and normally you'd have your gear change here, but again on this rod under here it's been extended out to here, and this side I've got the gear change right up in the air here. But this side, as you can see, lovely and loose, but what it's got is it's got some sideways movement in here, and I think all the movement has been pushed this way, jamming the bar. Let me show you from, I'll come round to the front and we'll look in. Now what you can see here is there's a gap. You can see how much room we've got. So I need to somehow move some of this slack over to the other side. There's just a long tube that goes all the way along. Now whether inside there's this rod, whether that's mounted, because there's some grub screws under here, which you can just see here, and one the other side. I'm wondering if I loosen those, whether that will allow me to slide this rod slightly that way. So that's my plan for this morning. Let's see if we can get these grub screws undone without them snapping off, because if they snap off, we're stuffed. Just quickly, here's the one on the other side, the other grub screw here. I have been spraying some WD-40 on them, but that is well and truly stuck. I have hit this with a little hammer, tried to move it, and it is slightly bent in that way, so it wants straightening up anyway, but I don't know whether the bar's bent or whatever. We need to get this off. I mean, I probably could just drop off these two Allen bolts. Maybe I need to drop the whole thing off. Maybe it'd be easier to work on off the bike. Maybe that's the answer. Looks like it's only a couple of Allen bolts. Maybe we'll drop the whole thing off. Well, I've loosened this one off. I'm just going to undo this bolt here. The other side was a bolt, but it was really loose. But I'm not sure the mounting it's in isn't cracked. I need to get these off first, then we can have a good look. But it's got a very long bolt on it, so the bolt's gone way in. Yeah, see, this is moving. Like so. So if I put that in there. Alright, there we go. That's got it. Right, let me just quickly undo this, and we'll drop this rod off. Then, there we go, that's the rod off. So we'll put the bolt back through there. Then we know where that is for when we're reassembling. Right, so you can see now, rod's off, so I've got this one to take off and the gear change, and we can drop controls off hopefully. So in my naivety I thought if I undid those two it would come off, but up under here there's two more bolts which are either a 15 or a 17, and they're a 17. So if we put our foot on there, it's moving. Right, let me just crack these two. You can see where the bolt is, and then the control should drop off. Right, so I've taken the nuts off, and they're like these captive dome nuts. But then what I've got is I've got basically the main piece of the mounting metal sort of pushed on with this bolt coming through. I can't pull it off because it's rounded round the back, so how the hell do I get that off? I'm going to go and have to look at the book. Maybe that's like a spindle and I'll just have to tap it in, drop this side off, tap it back, drop the other side. That's the only thing I can think of. There's no other way for it to come off. So let's go and have a look at the manual. Well, the bolt is up in there, which is this one here, this spindle here where my thumb's on. And I've looked in the book and it looks like it's a shaft that goes all the way through, but I'm not 100% sure. So I think what I'm going to do is a bit more research, because I've got to get this bar off. There's something not quite right here, but I don't know what. Is it bent here and that's stopping it turning? I don't know. But unless I can get those two brackets off, that ain't coming off. That's the only way it can do it, is for that spindle to slide in and out. That is the only way that will come out. But I don't know why it won't move, and I don't want to go hammering on it in case I damage the thread, because that's the main engine crankcase. So I think I'm going to stop here today, go inside with a cuppa, do a bit of research online, see what I can find. Oh God, he's got the blow lamp out again. Yep, and I have. Right, let's get this thing lit. Oh, it's just gone off again. I've got to get a new gas cylinder. I must have had this gas cylinder about 20 years by the last way it's lasted. It just never runs out. Very economical. So what we're doing is... Whoa, whoa, whoa! We're going to heat up... Come on. We're going to heat up this Allen key until it's glowing, or we see some smoke, because I've got a suspicion that it's been put in with thread lock. Then we're going to put my Allen key in there and we're going to turn it and we're going to see how it goes. Now there was a puff of smoke there, but I don't know what that came off. I want it ideally glowing. Either that or we'll melt it. Right, I'll be back in a bit. Right, everything's going to be thermonuclear. So if I can carefully get that in. Now, which way do you want to go? That way's got to go that way. And guess what? It's not moving. Oh, great. No, just twisting the Allen key. It's not very good, is it? No, that has absolutely mullered my Allen key now. Let's see if I can bend it back. Coming around this one. Well, I thought it snapped off there. Here we go. Oh, something's just... Don't say I've snapped the end of the Allen key off inside it. No, we haven't. Oh, it's moving. Oh. Well, it was moving. Or is that the... Oh no. No, it's not moving. The Allen key's just spinning round in it. That's the end of that then. Oh, for God's sake. These forward controls are driving me insane. I can't even move that brake pedal. I wonder if they're bent and that's why I'm not getting any movement. Maybe I need to get a hammer, put a lump of wood against it and try and just bend it, because you can't even move it. But I'm going to have to bolt it back in, but I don't want to hit it too hard because I don't want to break the engine. Oh, Jesus. It's not good, is it? Right, let's go and see what we can do.